Hello, I'm Donna Bush with your CID TV News Brief and weather forecast. In light of the number of violent crimes involving bladed weapons recently on Grand Cayman, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Derek Burns, says the RCIPS is greatly concerned. With overall crime across the Cayman Islands reported as stable, Commissioner Burns says their mission at all times is to ensure that preventative measures are put in place to reduce the incidences and fear of crime, while also creating a safe environment across our communities. As such, next week they're meeting with the Department of Commerce and Investment and the Liquor Licensing Board to look at liquor licensing laws and conditions of licenses to discuss actions around enhanced security measures inside and outside of licensed venues. Additionally, Commissioner Burns says increased police patrols are being put in place in the identified nighttime economy hotspots to address this criminal behavior, and officers will work with licensees and their security personnel to identify potential offenders to prevent any serious attacks from taking place. Stop and search powers for persons and vehicles will be stepped up as well by police to address this threat. Now, over the past 9 days, police have started to investigate 3 serious assaults involving the use of knives in public places and in the vicinity of licensed venues, which resulted in 1 fatality and 2 near fatalities. In other news, recently the Cayman Islands have had bleaky days with rainfall because of tropical activity from Laura and Nana. And as more and more tropical systems move off the coast of Africa and the peak of the hurricane season comes around, officials continue to remind residents of the importance of preparation.
September, October, and November, we do see the genesis of hurricanes forming in our area to the south of Cayman. So at the moment, we're still seeing the hurricanes coming off the coast of Africa, what we call the Cape Verde hurricanes, and it's extremely active. At the moment, there are 3 of them out there. They're moving very slowly. We don't expect them to be a threat this weekend, but we need to still get prepared. Use the opportunities you have now to get the preparedness items, to figure out where you're going to shelter, how you're going to keep your family safe. Look at things like trimming back trees that could potentially fall onto the roof of your house. Check the insurance papers to make sure they're up to date. You could even put your head inside the roof and check that the roof straps are still good. They're vital because once the wind gets inside the house, it's much easier for the roof to take off. So if you haven't looked at your shutters, or if you haven't even got any shutters, now's the time to consider these items. Take the steps now before we're actually threatened by something that's bearing down on us and you're forced to actually react.
For more information on what you need to prepare should a storm head in our direction, go online to caymanprepared.gov.ky. The Honorable Premier, Mr. McLaughlin, on Friday sent a congratulatory message to Jamaica's re-elected Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. He says, quote, "I applaud Prime Minister Holness, the Jamaica Labour Party, and the Leader of the Opposition, Peter Phillips, and the People's National Party for running a fair and peaceful elections." He added, the Cayman Islands and Jamaica have strong connections that have endured over the decades. I and my government look forward to continuing working with Prime Minister Holness and his team for the mutual benefit of our countries, and I look forward to once again meeting with him in person when we're able to, end quote. Turning now to the forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service, the Friday high temperature reached 89 degrees, the low 78. The forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a 40% chance of afternoon showers. Winds are easterly at 10 to 15 knots, while seas are slight to moderate, with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Isolated showers and moderate easterly winds are expected over the next 24 hours in association with the passage of a tropical wave over the Western Caribbean. Now, for more on local weather, you can go online to weather.gov.ky, or you can download their app. That's CINWS. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, wishing you a safe and, of course, a wonderful weekend.